You know what? I had so much fun doing the last confessions video, and I didn't get to them all that we have on this list here, so I'm gonna do another one where I just keep going down the list. Because, I mean, I just keep this a secret, but I did have fun. So I think we should, again, let's do it. My neighbor, who thought I was gay my whole life so far, found out I'm in fact straight the hard way. Just, I mean, that headline alone is really funny. Hopefully not the hard way. Hopefully you're not talking about your hard boner. That's what I'm getting at. I realize now that the title didn't really imply that naturally. It's just my brain that did that. I, 25 male, have grown up beside these neighbors, 50s F and 50s M, my whole life, and close to their daughter, 24 F. We spent almost all of our time together. Her mom has always thought I was feminine, not quite right, and just funny. Not quite right? What the fuck? Bet she thought I was freaking hilarious last night walking in on me balls deep in her daughter. Okay. Wow. That took a turn. Why did that feel so vengeful, that sentence? Yeah, who's not quite right now, huh? Mrs. Aberdeen. Yeah, freaking balls deep in your offspring right now. Bull! Who's funny now, huh? Who's funny? You think this is funny? I came home to my parents' house from working out of state, and neighbor's daughter seen me pull in. We talked, reconnected, and decided to chill since her parents were out of town, and she was house sitting. Rode around listening to music, smoking her up. Fuck yeah, this got rules. Dinner and a little Netflix and chill. Haha, nice. It's fucking 2018 again, I guess. One thing led to another, and eventually had her legs hanging on my shoulders, making it sound like mac and cheese. Dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord. I'm done picturing a deer dressed up as Jesus. Just so visceral, that description. We didn't hear the door, but we heard the, oh my God! I'm diving for my clothes, her mom's freaking out, and she's covering herself with a blanket. I go running out of the front door with b-ball shorts on as her dad's carrying stuff to the door. I hopped into my car and drove off like a bat out of hell. I mean, it's kind of a little bit of a tone switch up from how you ended the first paragraph, because you were all fucking, you know, you're all badass. The first paragraph, it's like they treated me like shit. Guess what they think of me now? They used to laugh at me. Well, who's laughing now? In the second paragraph, he's like, oh, well, I was fucking out of there. I didn't want to get in trouble. I was out of there. I felt so bad. I was making mac and cheese in the daughter. I didn't want them to see me making mac and cheese in the daughter. Now I'm sitting here beside the lake in my car. Mom texted me saying neighbors are furious and we all need to talk this out. My dad called trying to be stern, but knowing that we were both adults and grew up together, he just said it. He's surprised it didn't happen sooner. Yeah, it's like, I don't really think there's anything wrong here. Why are they furious? No one was home and they're having sex in a house. It's not like, what the fuck is the problem? Why are they mad? I'm just fucking pissed off he's straight. Honestly, I'm pissed this whole fucking time. 25 fucking years. I've been wrong for 25 years. That's the real issue here. How were we so off? I thought he was the one that was not quite right. Still a crazy way to describe that. You know, I never thought that he'd be the one to make it sound like mac and cheese with our daughter. I never thought he'd be making craft dinner with our daughter. Didn't think that. I thought that he'd be more of the, you know, hot dog soup kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Need to talk it out? What the fuck? What is there to talk about? Yeah, so true. Like, how would you even broach that subject? I'd probably just rather just not even bring it up ever. Instead of sitting them both down, it's like, so, you two were fucking. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's like, yeah, that shit ruled too. Wow, that was good. Enjoyed that one. My husband is divorcing me over Jake Sully, and I don't give a fuck. That's right, folks, a fictional character who can't even breathe the air here on Earth. Jake Sully, popular blue alien cat daddy, has burnt my already super shitty marriage completely to the ground. And at this point, I couldn't possibly care less. Jake Sully's the guy from Monsters, Inc., right? No, Jake Sully is the guy from Avatar. Who's the guy from Monsters, Inc.? Sully. Okay, so I wasn't that far off. And he's also blue. Okay, so this is over Avatar. My husband's been a controlling jerk about things before, but he has really escalated, and this whole situation feels like something that we should be talking about with Dr. Phil. I'll start by saying that I love the Avatar movies, which my husband does not like. I don't bother him about them. I have certain friends who are also super interested in the movies. I'm able to connect with them about it. My husband has a history of being very aggressive when he's angry, but he has never physically attacked me before up until today, where where he burst into the room where I was sleeping, screeching, threatening me, and pushing me down and into the wall. What? Why? Because he looked through my phone and saw that I had read fanfiction smut about my favorite character, Jake Sully. It was Tumblr, so definitely some good content. He erupted in a maniacal rage. My husband truly, genuinely believes that somehow I have cheated on him with Jake Sully, the Navi, who is not a real person. I would add that my husband has viewed porn before, but is truly not into that type of thing, and he thinks I'm a legitimate freak of nature for looking at the things I was reading. I disagree. Shoot, I thought the stories were tasteful and true to the lore. Anyways, picture this. You walk outside with your morning coffee to enjoy the paper. You hear faint, unhinged yelling before your neighbor emerges from his house, screaming at the top of his lungs that his wife cheated on him with Jake Sully. You threw your family away for a fucking alien. You head inside on that note because you're my 72-year-old neighbor, Dolores. God, Dolores, I'm so sorry. She's out there like, I always thought that they were gay, but now they're into aliens? Oh my God, I don't know what the world is coming to these days. I miss my husband. Sorry, I got a little dark there at the end. My husband has also disconnected our Wi-Fi and canceled our Disney Plus subscription in an attempt to restrict my ability to watch the Avatar movies. I have a history of suicide attempts, and he told me, if you unalive yourself, then you can meet Jake Sully. Okay, this is getting pretty rough. He has told his entire family and everyone we know that I am sexually obsessed with a fictional character and that I need serious help. Jake Sully, if you are real, this is probably a good time to come scoop me up on Bob. Just throwing that out there. So, I mean, how fucking disconnected is this husband to like not know about fan fiction? I think most people know that that exists. Also, people have been reading erotica forever. I just wanted to thank everyone for their concern about my safety. My husband left, I am safe, life is falling into place. You guys are the best. I'm definitely going to check out that Ice Planet book that everyone keeps mentioning. There you go, that's the silver lining. Just more smut recommendations. No, I'm kidding. The silver lining is that your abusive husband left. Now you get a life. I mean, how is this not like, how do you read that and not like think it's funny, if anything? Also, this could be like a fucking, they're pretty close to being humans. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason fucking like alien dildos and shit like that exist. You ever been on Dragon Dildo? That website? Go on that if you've never, if you're new to all this stuff. People like the thought of fucking aliens. Dude, I mean, think about the shit that we talked about last time. The person that had the fetish just for learning, just rock hard in calculus, that's a little bit more odd than this. People like to talk about fucking aliens. I thought that she was talking about the blue thing from Monsters, Inc. for a big part of the post. Thank you. Thank you. Also, people probably talk about fucking that guy too. To be honest, I bet there's smut. Sully, Monsters, Inc. smut. Oh, this is about Mike Wazowski and Sully fucking each other. Mike was fucking shaking. Oh, fuck, Kitty, I'm close. Alright, if I saw this on my wife's phone, then I'd be like, it's over. Why are you reading smut about a fucking one-eyed little orb alien? That's weird. That's not even human-like. God, if my future wife reads about Avatar smut, I would immediately paint myself blue and wait for her naked at home. That's what I'm saying, like, use that as a fucking... Use that as an excuse to roleplay. That's what it should be. Fucking paint yourself blue. Fucking go grab a beaded necklace, some pointy ass ears, some colored contacts. Like, this could be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the way of water right now. I'm leaving my husband due to his flatulence. A while ago, I posted about my husband on another account. Both account and post have since been deleted, but you can find it if you look for it. Some of you may remember my husband, who we shall refer to as Froten. He used to fart in public, rank and rancid, and find it hilarious. There were gross sounding farts, and often when I went to clean his clothes, there was mucus in his underpants, which reeked of ancient sewer systems. Ugh. I gave him an ultimatum, simply to stop farting on purpose when in public and at parties and family gatherings, or I'd leave him. He promised me. He continued his behavior though. At a family dinner at our house, he trusted a fart and fully blew chunks into his pants. At first, he tried to say the sound and smell came from me, and I just stood up exasperated and left the table. When the stench stayed without me in the room, everyone knew it was him, and he once again tried to blame me, saying that I cooked him bad eggs for breakfast. Everyone ended up leaving, as he had literally splurted slime down the leg of his pants. This cannot be real. This cannot be real. But for this video, we are going to assume that it is. I was mortified and had to tell all of our guests about his constant flatulence later on when they asked me why I was divorcing him over this. He's tried to win me back by promising not to fart anymore and saying that he'll even clean his own washing. Come on, baby. Come on. I swear I won't. I'm not gonna toot anymore. I swear. No toots. I'm tootless. I'm not gonna butt burp anymore. I promise. I promise. Sorry, that was just a really good time. I'm sorry, that was just a funny time. Was it not funny? Where are you going? Fuck. Freaking one little butt croak and that's what I get? Oh, sorry, I butt croaked in front of your whole family in blue chunks. I didn't know that was illegal. Fucking sue me then. Take me away. It's all too late though for a 40-something-year-old man to act in such a way. His family has suggested I support him through whatever he is going through. What is he going through? Eating too much cheese? Listen, he's almost done that big wheel of brie in the fridge, okay? And once he's done that, then he'll stop farting. But for now, you just gotta support him in what he's going through. That big old wheel of cheddar. That big old wheel of Irish cheddar. He's going through it right now. And he's about a quarter way done. So it's gonna be a while, but you gotta stick, hey, that's what marriage is. It's through thick and through thin and through passing wind. Amen. And said that brain conditions like Alzheimer's run in his side of the family. Call me cold, but diarrhea runs in his genes and I've had enough. Medical illness or not, I'm done, I'm leaving. So what, this is due to Alzheimer's? Is that a symptom of Alzheimer's? Is that like an early symptom? They just start busting ass in public? Like, I appreciate the creativity, but this definitely didn't happen. Yes, it did! Yes, it did! It's a video, yes, it did! I have a much older sister, and she recently regaled me with the tales of how she did this to her husband her whole marriage. The more she talked, the more horrified I was. She thought it was absolutely hilarious and was actually crying from laughing so hard about how she tortured her husband with rotten farts in public their whole marriage. Jesus. I mean, listen, I'll bust ass every now and then. I mean, sometimes more than others. Depends. You know, if I'm working my way through a big old wheel of Irish cheddar in the fridge, then yeah, I'm farting more than the average dude. And out loud and in the living room generally. But like in public, no. Like with family, like what the fuck? Maybe that is some sort of fucking disease. Because that's just not, I mean, how would you even begin to think as a man in your 40s that that's okay? And if Kelsey told me to stop farting out loud, then I would. I mean, I probably wouldn't, you know, I'd tone it down a little bit, but it is fucking funny, I gotta be honest. In public is crazy though, just like ripping ass in Target, just stinking up the aisles as you guys are like running errands. Just going to like your wife's friend's baby shower where you don't know anyone and just, hi, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jake, good to meet you. I'm Jake, Sully, good to meet you. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, fucking sorry. Irish cheddar, you know how that goes. I'm working through a wheel at home. Hi, good to meet you. Good to meet you. Hi. Oh, oopsie. That's a health issue. People don't fart mucus, and nobody is addressing that part of this very real story. Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Because I think the word you're looking for is poop. Poop is it's not mucus, it's poop. It's liquid poop. Oh man, I just took a big mucus back there. So let's just say I dropped the mucus off at the pool. Okay, let's just say that. The last will pass on his wise ass for passing gas. Fuck, that's good. Very good stuff right there. Very good stuff. I'm having a good time. You know, it's noon. Didn't really feel like filming today, but I am having a good time, and that's kind of how it always goes. I really do enjoy doing this, just to get real for a second. And I hope you like watching them, so go ahead and click like on this if you like watching these. Thank you. I take huge dumps. Oh, let's go. More poop stuff. Yeah, let me get another one of those poop Reddit posts. I take huge dumps, clogging the toilet nearly every time, and my wife is tired of it. As this is from the guy's perspective. Yeah, so what? I fucking like to shit myself at family events. As the title says, I take absolutely massive shits. It's fucking annoying. I gotta plunge the fucking toilet all the time, and most of the time I have to wait a while before it will flush. I'm a big guy, 6'3", 260 pounds. I eat healthy, lift weights, and exercise. I don't drink or eat any fast food. Most of the things I eat are clean, and I track calories. I eat between 3,500 and 4,000 calories a day, and sometimes more. I'm healthy, and my massive dumps aren't really an issue, as I'm not struggling to release the Kraken every time I go, but holy fuck, the toilets are fucking weak. It ain't just my house, it's most places where the toilets aren't those industrial grade public shitters that will flush a football, although I've clogged those before, shaking my head. You should fucking get one of those in your house. That's the solution. Get a fucking airplane toilet in your house. Those will suck down a honeydew melon easily. You know what I mean? It's like, those will suck your own ass cheeks in there. Those will suck out your intestines if you stay seated on it while you flush. That's what I think. Honestly, I always make sure to like, wipe, whatever, stand up, do my pants, and then I turn around and close the lid, and then I flush from a safe distance. Like fucking leaning over the thing, hit the button, right? Because if you get too close, that should suck you right out. My wife hates it, but I don't know what to do about it. She texted me earlier today. For the record, I don't understand how shit that big comes out of you. Like the width of it just does not compute. To be fair, I forgot because we had people over, and usually it has to sit for a minute before the plunger This is so funny. This is like a normal thing for this guy. He's got like a routine. Usually it's to sit for a minute before the plunger will work to dislodge the turd. This is like a cooking post. You know, I found that leaving the turd to kind of marinate will soften it enough so that when you do go to plunge it, you just get a real nice crispy outer shell on it. Sometimes I weigh myself before and after, and I swear to the Holy Ghost I've taken 5 and 6 pounder dumpers before. The other issue is the stench is obviously unpleasant to say the least, shaking my head. It's not just the toilets in my house, it's most residential shitters aren't able to handle it. Look, I'm just venting because it's annoying as fuck and rather embarrassing when I gotta drop a duke at someone's house and ask for the plunger, shaking my head. This guy's really shaking his head. It's the whole time he's posting this. What is wrong with me, dude? Stop taking me on shit! Oh, fuck. I almost just passed out there. Holy shit. I remember the legend of the poop knife, and while I would never defile myself with resorting to such measures, I understand what is the poop knife. We need to know that now. Oh, it's a copy pasta. Okay, here we go. My family poops big. Maybe it's genetic, maybe it's our diet. But everyone births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?" I thought it was standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife. Fast forward to 22, it's been a day or two between poops and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was a local dealer and always had guests over because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one, so I crack the door and call out for my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it, please. What the fuck is a poop knife? Obviously he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guano glaive? I explain what it is and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. I mean, that's fucking amazing. That's so funny that you guys dice up your own turds. And that's just like a thing that you gotta find out later in life that other people don't do. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Excuse me, where do you guys keep the poop fork? The poop fork? What do you mean? You guys don't eat your own turds after you take one? What? You don't? That's just me and my family. I thought everyone walked around with a little poop fork. Wow, that's a fucking absolute classic. I apologize if you've heard that before. It seems to be a pretty popular copy pasta. I'm sorry, but that thing is calling out to you. It doesn't even have to be a knife. It could be like a fucking shovel. Or no, I guess because you can't, like it could be some sort of like long spatula or something where you can kind of just stab you don't have to go in there with your little knife, you know? Like get a big fucking tool. Get in there with some turd tongs and squeeze that fucker. I don't stop my dogs from having gay sex in my front lawn to piss off my pearl-clutching neighbors. Oh, lordy. I have 2 male pit mixes, and they're more or less in a gay relationship with each other. They fuck each other a lot. I tried to stop them at first, but they just keep going right to it, so I just gave up. Well, my neighbor came over and once complained about them fucking in the front yard. I usually put them in the back. She was very rude about it, and I don't like her or her husband anyway, so now I only put them in the front yard, and I will also keep them from fucking in the house if I can, so they fuck out in the front yard the most. My neighbor's husband came over too and complained the other day. He's a preppy stuck-up dick. I told him it's a free country and my gay dogs can fuck in the yard if they want. Oh my god. You got a problem with my gay dogs? He didn't like that and say he was gonna call the cops. The cops never came, but my dogs still fuck in the yard, and I sometimes see my neighbors shut their blinds angrily while they fuck, lol. What are they gonna fucking tell the cops? There's some public indecency going on next door, alright? Fucking 2 gay pit bulls keep fucking in the front yard. They're like, pit bulls? Is that a term for, is that like a bear, twink? It's like one of those terms now that they're using, pit bull? Is that one of the terms? What? No, it's like a literal pit bull. There's 2 gay dogs that are fucking doggy style, if you could believe it. I mean, that makes sense. But they're fornicating. It's like, oh, well, that's not illegal. I mean, they're dogs. For those concerned about the dogs, believe me, they're fine. Yeah, it's weird and not something I'm fond of that they do, but even when I used to drag them off each other, they would just go right back to it. I couldn't get them to stop for over a year of trying to correct it. They are both fixed. My wife thinks they're gay. I honestly think they're just horny dogs. I think when one of them dies, the other is gonna start fucking the couch the next day. Otherwise, they're normal dogs. But they don't try to fuck other dogs, so I don't know exactly what they're thinking, I guess. I mean, I imagine pit bulls, especially two male gay pit bulls, they probably have pretty vicious violent sex, I would imagine. Probably not like a quiet, peaceful procedure. I imagine there's a lot of barking and yelping going on, and they would be probably pretty fucking annoying for your neighbors to see that, to be honest. Like, it's just a little scarring. No? Whenever Chili fucks at Kelsey's parents' house, they have this like big dog bed because they have a bigger dog, and so he'll just fuck that thing. And like, it's just uncomfortable. Like, we're always like, stop. And we hide the bed and then bring it back out and he starts fucking it again. He's fixed too, but it's like, so it's in reality, it's like, why do we stop him? What's he even doing? That he has to, it's like intuition, he has to do it, you know? And we're like, stop, it's weird for us. You don't know what you're doing, but we do, and it's fucking weird. All right, stop. And he's like, really? It's like an itch I fucking have to scratch, and I feel like I used to have nuts or something. There's a part of me that's missing. What's going on? And you're like, I know, I'm sorry, I wish I could, you know what, just fuck the bed, fuck it. Just don't cum on it. Don't cum your empty jizz, you know? Do they still come? I don't know how that works, but anyways, that's wild. That's an incredible one to end on, to be honest. That was a wonderful, wonderful post. Thank you for that. Here's to your two gay dogs. I hope they continue to fuck in the front yard. Thank you for watching today's video. I appreciate you. Please click like on this for me. Bye. Yeah, freaking balls deep in your offspring right now. Bull! Who's funny now, huh? Who's funny? You think this is funny?